Here we are live with some more Pokémon Legends ZA. Last time, pretty much I'm trying to remember exactly. It was a little bit shorter because we did the 7-star Scarlet Terran for Inteleon. And then we spent some time trying to find an area with Slowpoke, the Shiny Hunt, and now we're doing the Shiny Slowpoke Hunt. So, we caught 2 Shiny Slowpoke as well as a Shiny Golisopod and Clauncher, so we just need 1 more Slowpoke from this area, and then I will have gotten everything that I needed. The Slowpoke was the big thing. We got the one for Slowking. We just need 1 to get a Shiny Slowbro at some point as well. So, yeah, I thought I was going to be using a Water Power 2, but turns out the one that I had was Water 2 Alpha 1, and I didn't write down the Alpha 1. I was like, I guess I'll use the plain Sparkling Power 3 for this as opposed to an Alpha, so yeah. Things have been going generally pretty good with this, so I hopefully won't be here too long, and then after that, the only trade evo we need is the Porygon line. So, yeah, because that's been our overall goal, is to get all the trade evos. Hello, welcome. Not much, what's going on with you? Yeah, I hope that was a satisfactory explanation. Our goal is going to be to catch the Shiny Slowpoke that'll become Shiny Slowbro in a Dream Ball for Slowbro, because I thought it matched interestingly. Doing good champions came out, so I'm forced to play Z. How have you been? I've been doing good. It was the Pokemon Go Frigibax Community Day today, which was really sick, so I caught an absurd amount of them. God, I think it was like, what? I think it was like 17 Shinies of them, which is kind of more than usual, although I went out earlier. Other than that, just kind of chillaxing. I've had pretty good shiny luck in ZA as well, so. And yeah, I guess I guess I'll just ramble about the Frigibax Community Day event for a brief bit. So yeah, from what I've seen, Baxcalibur is like crazy good. So previously it was a really good Ice type, but it didn't have the Dragon move. Oh! Am I going for the Shiny Dex? Sort of. Well, that was very quick today. We're gonna do Dream Ball. Let's go! Okay, that's all the Shinies in the Slowpoke line that we've gotten. Awesome! That's one less thing to worry about. Wow, that was quick. I didn't even get anywhere. That was like 2 minutes into the stream. Okay, we're just gonna run around for a few brief minutes here. I figure may as well. See if any Shinies show up. Do a teleport method for the most part. Just in case we get lucky with something else, I may as well burn this, especially because it's a 3-time or a level 3-1. Yeah, and it's also not too much time left anyway. Yeah, that went crazy fast. But anyway, back to Baxcalibur Pokemon Go. Yeah, so it's like as a raid attacker, it's like really good. Previously, it was a really good Ice attacker, but it didn't have the Dragon move, but it got Glaive Rush. It was like the Community Day move, and that like shot it up to be like the best of the like non-legendary, non-shadow, mega dragon type. So like it outpaces now like Garchomp and Salamence. So it works really good in both types. I probably benefit more from it in the Ice type category. I'll replace some Mamoswines that were also quite good. So yeah. I don't know Pokemon Go, so I wouldn't know if it's good there. You know, it's pretty decent competitive. It's just a good Pokemon in general, so yeah, not a surprise. I mean, it's a pseudo legendary. You know, you can't. Odds are it'll be at least pretty good. And I like doing Pokemon Go, so that's why I spent a lot of time. Normally I kind of just go out for the last like because it's like a 3-hour thing. Normally I go for like hour and a half, maybe 2. There's a Pokeball up here. I knew there was one. I was hearing it. I don't want to talk about that. Every time I'd run by, I thought I was hearing one. And I just didn't check for some reason until now. But No, normally I don't. Yeah, there's also 3 times Stardust for powering them up, so it was just like I went out for almost the full 3 hours today, and it paid off. Yeah, the odds are 50-50. Yeah, I mean, pseudos, yeah, I mean, they're generally, I think, good in single player, basically, no matter what. But yeah, I mean, I guess in a competitive sense, they're a little more hit or miss. But I feel like even, like, in most gens, when they come out, they're generally pretty good. I mean, like, I don't know how meta, like, Garchomp and Salamence still are, but they definitely were back when they were released. Those are almost always great in PvE. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they just have, it's just the stats, like, such a high BST. Also, I know I'm not actually looking at the launchers. For reference, if I do teleport, the shiny will not despawn, so. Garchomp's new Mega is heavy carrying. Its move pool is so trash, though. Yeah, look at the fact, it doesn't even get, like, Dragon Pulse, right? From what I've seen, which is, like, the whole point of it is to be a special attacker. Like, the speed stats looks like... I mean, I haven't seen, like, the actual BST. I've just compared it, like, before and after to Megaing. On my Garchomp in-game. But, like, yeah, like, it has, like, a crazy good speed stat, it looks like, which is... Yeah, it doesn't lose any attack, but yeah, it does, like, you can't use it as a special attacker very well. And then it loses the stab on top of it all. So. Attack is pretty damn good, it's not a better Dragon Meter. Oh, Draco Meter user than Dragon. Gotcha! I mean, hey, we take them. Ground Stab, which defeats one of its strongest moves. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because, like, it doesn't get Dragon Pulse, but it gets Earth Power, but then Earth Power isn't Stab anymore. So, I don't know. Like... there is, unfortunately... some problems with it, but hey. Anyway, we got Slowpoke stuff. Okay, we gotta interact with a couple shinies here real quick. And then we'll start looking for, we just need the Porygon line shiny. Can't believe how fast that went. Today, at least. It was literally like 2 minutes into the stream. We'll find a place to drop down that's nice for screenshots. To the ominous alley. If Beedrill had a better move pool, he'd be so good and competitive. Honestly, it is a Mega Beedrill is quite strong. I don't need this plus one. Oh, it's Slowpoke. Adamant. The optimal nature. Heart's coming out her cube from the love ball. Look at the little fella. I really like the shiny tweaks they made for this. It makes it actually noticeable, the shiny difference. And then, you know, they were able to do it without, like, I guess, drastically changing its shiny color palette, so to speak. Very cute. Oh, look at how angry it gets. Wah! You can just tell by the rage in its face. And sleep. Oh, cute little sleep animation. Very pleasant. Hang on, we gotta get a... That's perfect. It'll walk around. It actually walks fairly fast. Look at it. Hey, it walks pretty fast. Listen to its sound. Little tippy taps are so cute. I'm glad we went for this. Go Shine ZA to flex in champions? Hey, you may as well. And are you gonna go for... I got the full thing for the full line, so I'm actually gonna go for both of them at some point. Down. That is not a concern. Go take a look at Concho. Just try to get some slightly different backgrounds going for each of them. Why not? Over here. Grab that. Nope, launcher number 2. I know I talked about it last time because we got a shiny launcher just out in the wild on accident in one of the wild zones. But yeah, no, I really like the back of shiny launcher. I feel like it looks really cool. The pattern. Aw, hi there. Oh! Uh-oh, it's sending its claw after me. Ah! And then it snooze. Aww. The dandy old sleeping time. Ah! Little, like, stretch. Walk around. I love all the Pokemon step sound effects. There we go. Little tippy taps of the clauncher. It's very goofy. Not much, what's up with you? Biggest flex in the world, I personally always go Slowbro for its Mega. Hey, yeah. I'm more of a Slowbro person than a Slowking person, just in terms of, like, general preference. But I figure I may as well get both. Especially because I've been trying to get all the, or, like, prep to get all the trade Evos, so. Over here, too. Actually, here, let me talk to him and then we'll do a Golisopod interaction. 1 Pokeball! Yeah, I'll take a Premier Ball back. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Yeah, from this side, it's a little harder to tell that it's shiny. I feel like it looks pretty decent from the front, albeit definitely on the more subtle side. At some point, we're gonna have to Mega Evolve this and see what that looks like. But actually, I do quite like it's shiny for the subtlety. I think when they're like next to each other, the regular and the shiny, it becomes much more apparent how different they are, but just looking at it, it's hard to notice. I hope it's little like the arms that come out of its head, so to speak. I don't know how to put it. And then, yeah, the way it sleeps is really cool too. Goes on one knee. Yeah, we've interacted with Golisopod before, given we have the one on our team, but I'm always down to interact again with the shiny. Look at that. Ooh. The blue triangles also look kind of nice on it, honestly. The way it walks is so goofy. Yeah, honestly, the fact that we found it as a Golisopod is also pretty cool, so we pick them. Hoping Poplio is in this game because I want to use it in Champions. I don't think it is, unfortunately, though. Do you want me to tell you if it is or not, or do you want to find out? I can tell you if you want, but I'm also the type who doesn't like getting spoiled on that sort of thing, so I totally get it if you don't. Okay, pretty much we're just gonna go start hunting for a Porygon area. Unfortunately, we only have a normal 1, so this hunt is probably gonna suck. And it's gonna have to be a normal 3 area. Yeah, we're kind of just boned. I'm gonna do a bench reset. Somewhere where there's actually Pokemon. Maybe I'll just go to middle. You tell me I'm not gonna use the in this. Unfortunately, no. Poplio is not in this game. Yeah. So the best way to go about shiny hunting that would be Scarlet and Violet's DLC, which I don't think it'd be too bad in that game, but a little more painful because you have to actually spot it as opposed to just hear it. What gender is this? I do need an alpha male with a good nature. So I'm still on the quest to get everything with at least a pretty good nature, so don't mind if I do. How's it going, red carpet? Take a laugh at, hey, pretty good. I had to transfer screenshots I think like a week ago, or maybe even less, because I was starting to get really full. I think I transferred like 8,000 something screenshots to my computer from this game, so yeah, I like my photos. I didn't buy Scarlet and Violet. I do have a Nintendo 3DS and Pokemon Sun, so I'm probably gonna transfer it. Gotcha. Yeah, that definitely would be a working method. Yeah, because unfortunately too, it is DLC only. So even if you wanted to you'd have to spend like $90, unfortunately, which if you have no interest in actually playing it, not worth it, obviously. Okay. So we are looking just at normal areas, really. It should be a 3-star. I don't even think they can be in 4-star. normal areas, but I will check. So let me... What are the alphas in middle? Do I need any of these? Hang on. Because I'm here. I mean, the other thing is to check every time I reset to see if there's a shiny. I don't actually know if bench resetting... I do need both these for good natures, fuck it. I don't know if either of these, whatchamacallit? Or sorry, I don't know if bench, like, night resetting resets Pokemon or not. Sorry, I'm phrasing this terribly. I would assume it doesn't reset. We'd have to test it at some point to see if changing the time of day despawns shinies. If it doesn't, that would make bench resetting here very interesting. Although I could also fly reset, which honestly might be more efficient. I have no idea. No. Okay. If you want to be... Oh, I didn't send my girlfriend up any photos. And champions, you can actually change the abilities in game currency, so no hidden ability hunting. For me, hey, we take it. Well, I gotta... I always gotta update around what I get, you know? It's very important. I think I told her about the Slowpoke yesterday, but... Slowbro... The line's very fun. No, I'm a big Slowbro enjoyer. Both Mega and regular. No, it's perfect Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, I think like way back when I played X and Y when it first came out, I didn't care that much for Mega Slowbro, but like over time as I've grown older, I've grown to like it more and more. I think using it in the ROM hack Radical Red and it making like a huge difference in my Elite Four for that game, like suddenly made me like really start liking Mega Slowbro too. I don't know. It's always using a Pokemon is like I find the best way to start to like it more. You know, without fail. It's just such an effective way to appreciate Pokemon, just to use them. This 180 base defense really shows. That is, like, yeah, crazy good. And then if it gets, like, shell armor, too. I mean, like, jeez. You know, and slack off and stuff. It just gets a really good defensive loop pool. Yeah, that's probably why I was so good in Radical Red, because you could... It was so, like, I could take my time and slowly set it up with, like, Iron Defense and Calm Mind and Slack Off. Or even, probably not even Iron Defense, probably just Calm Mind and Slack Off. My girlfriend got back to me and said, "Bubbies," for the Shinies, so there's the very important girlfriend update. I'm debating how picky I want to be about the Porygons. Just because the Porygon spawns are pretty uncommon to begin with. Or the portals with them. Which gets a little tricky. We'll see. Porygon 2 is my favorite Porygon. Honestly, same. I really like Porygon 2 the most. Porygon Z has slowly crept up on me more and more as a like, so can't complain. But no, I think Porygon 2 is still my favorite of the bunch. We're getting all the not correct ones. Oh wait, here's a 3-star. First, I had to be Pidgeotto. I might wait until we either get a better third normal type or a small area. I did decline a small area with Porygon, but I think it's worth waiting. The only fact that he was really good at Trick Root. Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, and then you get Eviolite on it, too, which makes it really good. I honestly just think it looks funny, in like a good way, though. Part of why I like it. Hopefully I don't regret not going to that Porygon spot. I remember when I was trying to alpha hunt for Porygon, I just needed him for the living dex. It took me forever to find him. He does look really funny, his designs. Yeah, no, I mean I think the whole gimmick of the Porygon line is really fun. I don't know, yeah, and just like the way that they evolve and the sort of, I don't know if lore behind it. I guess lore behind it. I don't know, it's just interesting. We appreciate a fun design. Yeah, I see Furfur. One day I definitely want to go for a shiny Furfur. Or probably a lot of shiny Furfurs. Unfortunately, as I said, I only have one normal donut. Normal sparkling power donut. So, that might not happen for a while. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know how much you pay attention to like Pokemon card stuff, but there was a illustration rare for Porygon Z fairly recently that's really cool. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like in like a gamer chair basically. Yeah, no, we've done some fun stuff with the line. Let me take a quick peek here. I actually did pretty recently get the card. Let me... Hang on. Give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, that was funny. I pulled a giant stack of cards, picked it up, and immediately got the Porygon. Here, I'm gonna go in. I don't have the webcam set up in this. Okay, well, we're just doing it the small way. Okay, there's a lot of reflection, but yeah, okay, it's not a great way of doing this, but yeah, no, there's like a gamer. I'm terrible at this. I'm not a stream. Okay, I should have just pulled up the image online. It was just a terrible way of doing that. I tried, but no, it's a fun card. Here, I can hang on while I'm resetting. I should just pull up the fucking image online. Hang on. That's gonna be a much better way of doing this. I have the Japanese one because a lot of the illustration rares are just cheaper in Japanese. So I'm not rich. I saved it. Well, I'll pull it up on screen in just a sec. And we'll see how many... Okay, we're back to Pidgeys. It's medium. I'm gonna let it go. Break every copyright law in the book. Let's see. Let's see how bad this goes. Image. Where did I save it? I'm terrible at everything. Here. Okay, right over the webcam. This is what it looks like. Pidgeys of Doom and Despair. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, it's just a fun card. It's the gamer keyboard and the Porygon pad and stuff. You can see. I don't need to explain it. Oh, yeah. Anyway. They've been doing a lot of really cool things with the illustration rares for Pokemon recently. The cards. Unfortunately, everything is getting more and more expensive because of scalpers and just general popularity, so what can you do about it? You expect Porygon to have the best gamer chair? Nah! Sometimes they've done like the full Evo lines, for example, in the same like art style. It'd be funny to get all of the Porygons in like gamer chairs. That'd be a funny trio of cards. Porygon just have a school chair or has a school. Ah! That would be very funny. Yeah, they get like better and better like chairs and gaming setups. That'd be very funny. Who's already angry at me? Buddy, chill. Just spawned in. Oh crap. Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, eventually I might just cave and take some Pidgeot area, or Pidgeotto area, Pidgey area, whatever. I just have no need for it. And yeah, what's nice about the small areas is we don't have to worry about, like, verticality spawns. Throwing things off. Want me. Yeah. Very happy champions came out, so now I'm forced the living decks in every game. Ah! You know, it's a good excuse. I mean, I've been doing that already, so hey, it worked out for me. I just do it like a crazy person. Too much of a completionist for my own good sometimes. Nope. I mean, I guess it could have been there, but even if it was, that would be worse than the Audino one, because at least I don't have a shiny Audino. I already got enough for the Bunnelby line. I'm already 500 steps ahead, you know, hey. I'm 500 steps ahead in my living dexes and 500 steps behind on living a normal life, so... yeah, it evens out. I didn't mean to do the 6-7 motion. I can't even do this anymore. Without the numbers 6 and 7 coming in to ruin my basic hand gestures. I thought that one was shiny. Oh, just the lighting. Oh yeah, if we can get it, I really hope we can get like a Shroodle, Audino, Porygon 3-star. That'd be like the dream. Do we need Alpha Scrafty with a good nature? Nope, I do not. Yeah. Can't wait for Winter Waves to get 0 out of 10 too much water. I mean, hey. To be fair, even in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the too much water critique, I think, is fair. That got memed so hard, but honestly, I think it's a fair critique. And that's coming from a Gen 3er who grew up playing, like, Ruby was my first game, and I've played a ton of Gen 3. That's just a valid critique. But yeah, no, I mean, hey. I'm sure the fans will jump on it the second it comes out to find some reason to despise it. For seemingly no reason. It happens every Pokemon game. I mean, it's been happening since, like, Gen 5, at least. At least that's when I was around on the internet to see people complain about it. So... back in my day, Gen 5 was the worst generation, according to people. Mixed feelings about the Gen 10 starters, I'm guessing? Yeah, I think a lot of Pokemon, it just takes time for me. Like, I've noticed that, too, because it's funny, like, I see a new Pokemon, and I'm like, my first thought a lot of times is, like, that's not a Pokemon. It's like, yeah, because it previously wasn't a Pokemon. Duh. You just need time to get used to it. So, it's one of those things where, yeah, I'm like, I like the fire type. I think that one's cute. The others I'm just sort of on right now, but I'm sure, I figure they'll grow on me. I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, I do have all type shiny powers that I could also use to shiny hunt, preferably. I see if everyone really loves their frogs. Yeah. Yeah, they got the frog, and I think it's more of like a gecko. I think is the vibe. Grass owls, on the other hand, and to be fair, I guess when you've hit 1,000 Pokemon, there's not a lot of general animal species you haven't touched upon. There's bound to be some dupes. Legends Arceus has definitely been my favorite game so far. I really liked Legends Arceus. I sort of put that or Scarlet and Violet as my favorite. They're kind of they sort of fight it out a little bit for me. I really enjoyed ZA. I think I like it a little bit less than Legends Arceus, but I've still enjoyed it. I mean, to be fair though, I tend to like basically every mainline Pokemon game. So, Eureka. I'm not a, I don't know, I'm easily amused by Pokemon stuff, so. that helps for me. So, yeah, there hasn't been a bad mainline Pokemon game. At least at the time, I mean, I guess with hindsight, Gen 1 isn't that good. Red and Blue aren't that good, but, like, I didn't play them when they came out, like, yeah, so. Or like, well, there's one starter I can never love, and it's Chikorita. What? Chikorita's grown on me over time, quite a lot. A lot of Pokemon have grown on me over time, though. Yeah, I can't think of a Pokemon that, like, I actively, like, dislike. Like, there's some Pokemon I definitely don't really care about that much. But, I don't know, there's nothing that I'm like, I despise it. Like, even if you were like, yeah, what's your least favorite Pokemon? I'm like, I don't know. That's not something I've spent that much time thinking about. I really like all Pokemon except Lucario. Like, it looks cool, but it's been shut up. Yeah, I totally get how certain Pokemon, I think, being... like, I guess, I don't know if overloved is the right word, but, like, certain Pokemon definitely get... We're trying to play Pokemon, boom, Lucario. Yeah, certain Pokemon definitely get, special treatment from both Game Freak and the fans. You know, I mean, obviously Charizard is a huge example of that, where, like, I'm like, Charizard's a nice Pokemon, it's not that nice. I'm not shitting my pants over Charizard. I like it, but... Well, I talk about its Mega, but I'm not sure if it's out yet. I have seen the Mega Lucario Z, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen all the new Megas except for Excalibur, which I know exists. I just haven't I haven't gotten to it in game because it's online only, and I haven't done that yet. That's the only one I believe I have not seen. Oh, can you talk about stats and its ability? Okay, I don't know what its ability is because they don't exist in this game. But like stat-wise, I have seen that it has like crazy speed. In Spatak, like it's seen like I think when I was comparing the stat, like almost all of the 100 stats that were added were in like speed and Spatak. That thing looks like crazy. Using it has been fun, and if it has a good ability on top of it all, then sheesh. Yeah. You Scarmy had tiny feet, big feet, no work. You know what? I see what you mean. I think it would look weird with like tiny feet, though. I think not enough would be different. They would have just made it yellow, and they'd be like, yeah, that's it. If they didn't do the big feet, I could see why. Yeah, you don't care for it. Mega Skarmory was one of those ones that I was like, wait, what? It took me some time, but over time, just like using it, I started to like it more. Frankly, that's just the story of me and like basically any Pokemon. Oregon was there, that'd be sick, but okay. I'm gonna run over there. I'm gonna have to go into a portal to reset it. Just on the off chance Porygon's here. I'm willing to check, because, yeah, this would be, like, the optimal 3, probably. But I'm like, I'm debating. Nah, maybe keep it a secret for now. I think there'll be some fun for me to find out whenever I get around to Champions what they got. I think I do like the idea of being surprised there. But yeah. I appreciate you asking though, thank you. Let us run over here. We'll see what the 5-star area is. Battle Zone would probably be the best option. I don't think there's anywhere else that I'd be like. I mean, I guess if we got a 5-star with the fossils, that theoretically could be interesting. Because that's really the only way I'm probably going to be able to go for a Shiny Aerodactyl, which I do not have in any other game. I mean, I think I technically have one in Pokemon Go, maybe, but that'd be it. Rotom. Oh, it did update. Oh, that updated that. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's bad. Okay, well. And I don't really need much with the Rotoms. To be fair, there's none of the catching Pokemons I really need much for. Is there a way to change for Rotom forms in Arceus? There is, yeah. I think it costs money. Well, it costs money to get, like, the items that allow you to change them. And it is a little specific. So. Yeah, no, there is thankfully a way. I feel like it'd be crazy to add Rotom and not have a way to change its forms at this point. Like it's too integral to Rotom's identity. You know, it lost the status of legendary. At least give it the status of fun gimmick, you know? Can't take that away from it as well. I'm back to looking for Porygon. Back to not finding Porygon. Yeah, I'm still on the Hopium train for that Shiny Alpha Empress. Way back in Gen 4, it was considered a legendary. I don't know when it technically, like, lost that status. I mean, unless it was never in... I mean, because in the national decks, there's a reason it comes right before the legendaries and after the newly added evolutions. I don't know if it... I mean, maybe it wasn't intended to be a legendary, but the fact that it was, like, a static encounter... that had, like, certain conditions to find in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And then eventually, it just sort of became a more common Pokemon. I think you could breed it, though, still, in Gen 4, if I'm not mistaken. You know, at one point it was way back. I think it's absurd they banned every legendary from Champions. I would assume that they plan on adding them down the line, in the same way they've done that with, like, I think a lot of the competitive scenes. But there's definitely some that are more problematic than others. I mean, it's better than Pidgey. I want to go to my way to reset to see what the other mon is. Yes, I will. And I don't think entering a loading zone updates it. I'm gonna try that out of curiosity, though. Alpha Phalanx. The one reason is I already have 3 shinies of it in this game, but I also have like 8 Pidgeys, so that's why I'm like, I'd rather take it over Pidgey. They banned Crustle from Champions? I mean, it is too overpowered after all. Did that update this by any chance? No. I think it was because we did the... we did the 5-star thingy. Excuse me. Oh yeah, let's go try. We'll try one thing just to see if we can see what it is. If it ends up being Pidgey, then I'm like no. If it's Audino, I'll probably just take it. I mean, unless I'd rather wait for a small area to be safe, but I don't know. I have to determine how dedicated I am to like min-maxing this shit. But I do like the shiny bunny earline quite a lot. It's a cute shiny. Okay, fairy types, dragon types. You need fairy types potentially. Grab you. This should work. What do I want to use here? There's gotta be something in one of these that is what I'm looking for. I also do have the battle ones in case. Anything in 4-star I should be using? I don't think so. Let's just burn through, I think. Not the treasures. Some of these other ones. We can do this one. Cool. Yeah, I gotta go make some more, item donuts at some point. We're starting to run a little low, and those are pretty useful to have. They also work good as, like, filler donuts for... I'm gonna go run around and do whatever. I just have the defeat trainer stuff. Do Hyper Tanga, awesome. Oh, cool. Excalibur used to be your kryptonite because you didn't know its type. Yeah, not knowing something's type definitely doesn't make things easier. Yeah, I definitely know it's coming. Oh, you just like gobbled that up. I guess you just fixed it up. Why are there multiple poison moves? And of course it's poison. I was so confused why ice didn't work. Nah! Hey, it's a struggle sometimes. I have over here. Dude, Fury, okay. Yeah, I guess I should have seen that not working. Oh, dual chops are up here. It might not kill because it only gets one hit in. Oh, they got it. Anyway, who's ready for Seeds of Mastery and not bottle caps? Alright, huge. And finally, I always get confused for half a second. I'm like, Ampharos isn't a dragon type! And I go, oh yeah. Ouchies. That could have gone slightly better, probably. The Pokeballs. Ooh, gold bottle cap. You know, we take them. Oh, we can go get healed. Nice. Okay, we're gonna do a little loop here, I think. Right down there. Okay, there's Pokeball over there. We'll go for that in a moment. Yeah, in the DLC, yeah, you're able to get them in these like battle areas. I mean, you can only get so many of them because the alpha trainers aren't like super common. But yeah, no, generally that's the easiest way to get them. Not just, it just is the easiest way to get them. So honestly, not too painful of a method. Thankfully. Gotta make sure that actually is gun. can't see me. I'm behind the barrier. Technique. Okay, a little dino wants to claw me. Not very poggy. Get him! Get him! The guy just sent out a baby dinosaur against Godzilla? Yeah, pretty much! Hey, you know, you gotta admire his spirit, you know? His confidence. If I had half the confidence of that man, I'd be in a much better place in life. Oh boy. Okay, he legally can't see me. I legally apparently can't lock onto his good bite either. I just dropped that icicle on the dude's head. That guy, his brains are gone. They don't exist anymore. He's just a neck at this point. Oh crap. One more battle is all we need. Barricade tech. See, if you throw tech at the end of something, it makes it sound cool and intelligent. No, we don't need to really worry about battling any trainers. Although, alpha trainers are the ones that give the berries, the delivery people. Could also be worth it. Like, hide that on the car. Okay. Oh, well, there's the gold Pokeball. Just gonna do what we can here to dodge any and all sightseers. Ah! Who are you? How dare you? Oh boy. Another try, another fail. I had to be dramatic about it. Is there a way to transfer things from 3DS to home? I think you have to have Pokemon Bank, which I don't know if you probably can't get anymore without, I mean, you might be able to, like, mod it in, but I'm pretty sure the requirement is for Pokemon Bank, which is very annoying. Pretty much gotten everything here, I think. Oh, there's an alpha and item I missed, so. Guess we'll run with it. Put everything the most complicated for zero reason. Yeah. I think that would, honestly, with the Pokemon Bank thing, that's probably more of a issue with, whatchamacallit, just, yeah, Nintendo choosing to do it in an annoying way. But, yeah, it still is quite annoying. Okay, I'll get Fairy. Another cool bottle cap, okay. Normally we end up with Seeds of Mastery. You know, one RNG item is great and the other is not. Infinite bottle caps, yeah, I mean, hey. With enough time and patience, definitely could. Yeah, I've also been getting kind of lucky with the ones I've been getting for the items. Because a lot of times, yeah, you get Seeds of Mastery, too. That's the other thing you can get from those guys, and that always feels terrible. So. I mean, at this point, funny enough, the Seeds of Mastery are probably better because I can just sell them. But you say with infinite time and infinite patience come infinite bottle caps? So true. Bro. I heard it and I'm blind. Okay. Went over here as far as I can hear. I think we're pretty much good to leave. I'll do a quick peek just to see if there's another alpha one, but that'd be it. Oh, excuse me. And I think we... Woo! Okay. I think we generally got what we came for. Hang on. Did I see an alpha person? Well, I got cocky. Pig! I would! Wait, ever use Voltor? Wait, is WMDs? What does that stand for? I'm dumb. Think of the poor old elderly people who don't know any acronyms. Oh, okay, well I guess I'm glad I checked. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Weapons of mass destruction. Oh god, yeah, just... Oh, actually there's a fairy lady. Just dropping Voltorbs and electrodes on a city. Yeah, they would do that, wouldn't they? Who's they? I don't know. Like, I mean, if the US government could, they would. The timeline's looking a little different. I mean, it seems Pokemon seem to achieve world peace. I mean, hey, how else could that have been done without dropping hundreds of thousands of electrodes and Voltorbs on the cities? There's no other way. Also, I don't know, yeah, they may not have wars anymore in the Pokemon universe, but there are a lot of evil villain teams. Also, ooh, 5 Hyper Tangos. That is very good for shiny hunting. Okay. Okay, let's go see if the thing even updated. It's gonna show the exact same shit. Watch. I'm gonna be like, wow, that was a waste of time. Excuse me. In the manga, everything wants to kill everything. Yeah, from what I've seen, that, yeah. They're out here crucifying the Gen 5 gym leaders. I unfortunately don't think I can do it. Nah, I gotta have at least Audino. I gotta have at least one Pokemon elsewise that I need to shiny hunt. Other than Porygon, so... Unfortunately. Swear Mega Pokemon are different. Yeah, they're very violent. You know, happens to the best of them. I give this the last. She's trying to trade Evo in. Can I tell you what Richard D? Sure, go for it. I don't intend on reading the manga, at least not anytime soon. I don't like reading. What am I, a loser? Oh, Meowth can be in 3-star too. Yes, there are options for 3-star ones with Porygon. That'd be nice. Audino, Shroodle, or Meowth would be great. He 4v1 the Creation Trio and Heatran and won all in slow start. Dude went sicko mode on him. Ah. Oh boy. He's just, yeah, he was just straight chilling. He's like, yeah, wake me up again when you have a real challenge. Mega Gigas is not the game. He goes, ah! Yeah, no, hey, I mean, it's the Pokedex lore thing. It's not always the in-game Pokemon. You know, the whole, like, Magcargo is hotter than the sun bullshit. Like, no, it ain't. Anything that would come into, like, contact with it would just instantly evaporate. And then you look at Magcargo and it's just, like, not a good Pokemon. That wise. You know, at least give the thing, like, Drought. Oh boy, Magcargo is just sludge. Water comes near that thing and it just gives up. Understandably. I give up near water too. Yeah, it rains out and I'm booking it to the hospital. Water gun really shouldn't do anything to the sun. You think, huh? But no, I guess it obliterates it. Maybe the water gun is so cold that the sun can't heat it up fast enough. I guess if it was so cold, it would just be ice, but... Shut up. Vanillite spawning on top of me. Number 3 stars. Battle zone deactivated. Yeah, we might be here a while, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe I'm being a little too picky about what area I go to. But I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna use the sparkling power, I may as well make the most of it. I do believe I need this with a good nature. I do also believe this is not working out ideally. Bench. Bench of safety. I don't actually think Oregon can even be in 4 stars. Which, I guess, I don't think we want to do a 4-star because we'd have like 8 minutes there. You're probably gonna go, or wait, oh, sorry, oh yeah, sorry, I'm probably gonna be, oh, gotcha. Yeah. Hey, you know, you got nothing better to do, hopefully. Other than see the battle zone activated and deactivated screens over and over. Real quick, I should, take a look at that Halo Patas. I should also take a look at how many candies we have. Before I forget. How we doing there? Oh, we're fine for now. No urgency. Okay, a lot of 2 stars. So many normal 2 stars. Not at all helpful, though. If I was to charge my 3DS to try to get stupid bank out. Yeah, good luck with that. I honestly have no idea how you go about getting it nowadays. If you don't have it already, so... Hopefully there's some easy workaround. Hopefully. I do not need the alpha male with a good nature. I just need the female from... Not mistake. I don't actually think I'd even need any of the ghost types. We've caught so many shiny ghost types. Between Ghastly and... Going for Ghastly, Phantom, and Pumpkaboo. It's finally annoying seeing how I really want to use Popplio. Yeah, it's an unfortunate amount of effort if you don't have the Scarlet and Violet, or Scarlet or Violet DLC and the main game. Yeah, it's yeah, it's just unfortunate that it takes a decent bit of like extra effort. Oh gosh, I am yawning a lot now. I guess it's my daily yawning period. Just, you know, that like hour or so where I'm just yawning like constantly. Happens every night. At this point, it's not a surprise in the slightest. 2-star. Yeah, the way we're going, I might just have to cave and take whatever Porygon I can get my hands on. Okay. Yeah, then we're probably only gonna have like 20 minutes of in-game time, so we're probably gonna have to reset a lot. It depends what spawns we get where, though. If I can just do the teleport method... Oh, that would make my life easier. Then I don't have to put any effort into it. I can just do it passively. Hello, welcome. Currently, I am looking for a Porygon hyperspace portal to try to shiny hunt it with my crazy normal 1 sparkling power. It's probably gonna go terribly, but yeah, we're trying to do that, and I'm trying to find one that doesn't have stuff I have, ideally, in terms of the other Pokemon. Or, like, I don't have the shinies of them, but so far that hasn't gone particularly well, so don't have much hope in that one. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out. Because yeah, we can get Trudel, Audino, or Meowth, and we don't want Pidgey, Bunnelby, or Buneary, ideally. Although if I get like if I get one of the things I already have, I might even take it. I've passed up a few already, and probably not worth it. Especially with a normal 1 sparkling power, because it's the only normal one I have. Probably not worth it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't believe that can be in 4 stars. Well, we'll keep working at this. And yeah, over time I'm slowly building up donuts, or berries, to make a few more sparkling donuts to try to get more normal ones, but it is all chance. Okay. We're bound to find another one sooner or later. I just spawned in and I'm already getting yelled at. Oh, yeah, 4 and 2 stars. Not what I'm looking for. I would assume that we could find like the Starly line as well in a 3-star normal. Which I don't have in this game, although I'm not particularly inclined to go for it, given I have the full line in both Scarlet and in Legends Arceus. But, I mean, it's better than getting Pidgey, which I already have 8 of in this game. So... Hello, ice cream cone. Oof. Not getting super lucky here. What can you do about it? Nothing. Got him? Back to yawning. Quick research on you're gonna have to mod your 3DS. RIP. Well, hey, at least there's a way to do it. I kind of want to know what the other things are for both of these. If I go for Indeedee and Porygon, that would be pretty cool. Because they're both rare. It's not that bad. Honestly, I don't really care if you mod. Like some people I think are obnoxious about it, but I mean, given the fact that you can't do the eShop anymore, like in some cases that's like your only option. So I'm all for it. I say go for it. I mean, I guess I don't know like the risks associated with modding it, but it probably is not that bad. I just haven't done it. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna attempt this. Okay, good luck! I wish you the best of luck with that. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth. Okay, we're just gonna do some Rotom shenanigans. I got nothing better to do. Pulling up with my ground type. Hey. Oh wait, grab like you, because Rotom flying is a minor nuisance. And then I guess grass would also be. Actually, let's do Delphox. I don't need to catch anything. It's not an alpha. Don't really need to catch any of these. This one I actually don't even know what I want to bother with. Ah! Ah! Excuse me. Yeah, let's just go with this. Hopefully I don't... I might cap on these, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah, I guess if I don't like either of these, maybe I should go make some more donuts. Okay, we got a smaller area. Which, given I don't actually need candies, probably fine. It's 6 species of Pokemon, damn. Did you miss? What happened? Ah! I suck at walking. Okay, that went poorly. Trying to pull a sneaky and it just did not work. Well, let's see if we can get the Go Pokeball, I guess. Okay, we've gotten Heat. Heat Wash regular. Yeah, that was not the one to use. Okay, well, Blizzard. Is that okay? We got that one. Give me. Come on, fan. What am I missing? Hang on. We might have to wait for stuff to respawn. Mo, it looks like. I don't think he's spawned right now. And there's another Pokeballs for funsies. I always feel mean feigning things and not trying to catch them, so. Yeah, we're pretty much waiting for some to respawn in the hopes of finding a Mo. Oh wait, I guess I could have just flown to the spawn over and over, huh? I guess I didn't really think about that until just now. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We get like a bunch of them spawning in and none of them are what we're looking for. We'll use that technique. Yeah, there's no point in feigning and waiting and feigning and waiting if I don't need to. Although, yeah, I don't know if Mo can only spawn in certain spots. Probably not. He could probably spawn universally across the map, I would assume. Yeah, this small area is really good for teleporting too, because you can just see everything. I don't know how long it should be respawning pretty soon, at least some of them. Any other ones? Cool. This is just my stalling tactics. There's a Mo. Emo, perfect. Some Mo and some wiggle room. Come on, catch. Let's go. Circle ball. Actually get some berries from this too. Cool. Okay, let's see if those things, the two normal areas, updated to show anything new of interest. Like, I would actually, I think, prefer a small area if possible. Although we risk, if we get to the sewer and only like one little spawn area, then it would get really awkward. That's my one concern. It's just that. Okay, wow. That didn't really help. We're actually doing pretty fine on candy. I thought it was going to be worse. So I do one more, like, area. I can even just do, like, an in and out, to be honest. Let's just do, like, a quick in and out. I'm like, I could quickly grab a couple of the Pokeballs, but even that might not be worth it. Yeah, I think it is worth trying to see what these are. Because let me see real quick. So this one we don't know if Porygon's there. This one... Oh wait, this one I think we did know Porygon was there. Yeah, that one's not really appealing. I don't even know if Porygon and Indeedee can spawn at the same time. I don't think I've seen it happen yet. Oh, this thing here. Oh no, it's the normal one. The reason we're not going to that one, duh. Yeah, that checks out. Any shinies or anything? Not from the looks of it. I mean, I may as well check. No reason not to. We're running by, especially. Okay. Fire and steel. Actually, this is completely fine. Whatever. I'm not doing all that. I didn't have the stuff to do. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, I imagine it's a hassle, unfortunately. Just gonna live without Poplio, rip. You could probably trade for one through Pokemon Home, if nothing else. Maybe not the optimal solution, but at least a doable one. Yeah, well, yeah, so. I mean, I would be like, oh yeah, you can give them a Pokemon Go too, but it's kind of a luck if they spawn. So, I'm just gonna grab some of these quick berries for the hell of it. Aggro these guys. Yeah, build them aggro. I honestly wasn't even sure. Yeah, I guess I don't really need any of these items, but I'm like when I'm here, it feels like I may as well try to make the most of it. Get over that. Alright, technique. Can I go up there? Really? Ah, shite. Oh, never mind, I got him. I'm good. Gonna download Pokemon Go as the last resort. Yeah, like, the only problem, yeah, like, it definitely would be an option. It's just, there's so much randomness that it's hard to say if you'll actually get it, unfortunately, or like get it in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, with enough patience, sure, but I don't know. But hey, Pokemon Go is nice because yeah, you can actually get quite a lot of going. Quite a lot of random Pokemon you otherwise might not be able to get, so. This is the most annoying thing I've ever done in my entire life. Okay. I just like lock on for... I did not realize how obnoxious this was to get to. Until now. Dude, this is a full-on minor inconvenience, you know? Just better get it. Thank you. Oh boy. Woo! There's something up here. That is probably cheaper to buy a 3DS with Home on it than actually buying Scarlet with the DLC is mind-blowing. That is... I don't know, how much would the 3DS even cost? I mean, I guess it's possible. But I mean... The prices are probably closer than they should be, realistically, at the very least. And the other thing I think was, yeah, because Pokemon Bank is no longer obtainable, people might charge more for that. But, you know. Yeah, it is still pretty crazy. Doesn't help that, Pokemon games don't go on sale ever. I need to switch something out real quick. Hang on. I actually break this. Do this. Let me see real quick if I can get my hands on a Houndour. For the points, not even for the gold Pokeball. Not that the gold Pokeball will be bad. And I'll see if I can spot it real quick. Climb! Oh, it's all the way. Wait, maybe because of the teleporter, I might be able to grab that. Let's see. This one actually goes really far. Oh, that's so out of the way. Let me see. I think we got this. I think we got it. I hope. We're doing this shit. Okay, I think we're good. Woo! Oh, last second obtained, baby. For stuff I don't really need. You think you can help me try to complete my Pokedex by any... Unfortunately, I don't have the online service right now, so I'm unable to do that. I'm sorry. I hope we can find someone that can help with it. Okay. Let's see what's going on with... If watch us not get any new intel out of all this. We're getting okay, so that one we don't want to do. Dino and Indeedee are two shinies I'd like to go for, but not what we're looking for right now. We only have the one normal sparkling power. So, back to resetting. We're getting very far, as you can tell. Oh yeah, I do not need any of these with good natures. Unless they were alpha, which they're not. So, womp womp. Now back to running the middle we go. Okay. Checking if there were any shinies. Sorry, you get to hear typing noises for a second. Now I'm just checking middle, see the alphas end up being shiny, because that'd be cool. Which is also not going to make this any faster. I can't keep... No, I'm just going to assume no. Oh wait, there's another 3-star. I missed it. Okay, I'm gonna consider doing Pidgey, but I think it has to be a small area if it is gonna be Pidgey. Oh, we do probably need Alpha Chikorita. It's a good nature, actually. This I'll go for. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'll check the 4-star real quick. Nope. Okay. Okay. It is just that we can see one of the alphas, but not the other from where we spawn in on the bench. Which is both nice and mildly inconveniencing at the same time. I was saying, we do technically sort of have like a get out of jail for free card if we want to cycle around a portal, because if we go talk to Felipe for the 5-star, it should update the thing, but that's the only time we can do it. I'm not sure if it auto-saves when we do that, though. So, I don't know if we could do that infinitely. I haven't paid enough attention to that, if I'm being completely honest. Oh boy. Okay. Does this like Alpha Scrafty just keep happening to be an Alpha Scrafty, or is it like not changing for some reason? Pretty sure it's just coincidence though. Now I'm just running toward middle every time. Hey, you know, if I'm gonna be here... Okay, it wasn't the same Scrafty, I think it was just a coincidence. Hey, if I'm here, I may as well shiny him with the Shinies in middle. Or try to go for Shiny Alphas in middle. Left key. Oops, hang on. And we're back to getting no luck with normal types. Okay. Want me. Battle zone deactivated. And I am just going for the back and forth run. Who knows? Maybe we'll get one. Probably unlikely, but a man can dream. And we've gotten 2 shiny alphas from middle before on accident, so. I had to double check the Vivian. Do I go for the up? I think we just... Because we know that one of the Pokemon anyway would not be useful for shiny hunting. Though, or like it's even if Porygon was there, we wouldn't have all three. So. I'll check what they were since they were kind of hidden. Cool. Yeah, where is this going? Great, sorry, someone messaged me on Discord and now about my friend messaged me, no context, want to murder the bourgeoisie, and now we've been having a very strange conversation. So that's why I'm typing so much. Which I'm sure is very engaging. There's a reason that I make the big bucks on Twitch. Okay. I think we just keep going. Like, I can't keep checking Porygon for like I can't keep updating these every single time. Unfortunately, I just think it's not worth it. Crap. Metagross, Starmie. A 4-star, yeah. 2-star, 4-star. Now we're looking for. Okay. And now. Oh boy. Oh crap. Not a shiny Frostlass, but I'm always paranoid with Frostlass because the shiny is so similar. Let's see, anything? Nope, no normal. Okay, yeah, I'm getting less and less picky with each failed reset, because we've been at this for a while now. Granted, a few distractions in there. Well, not distractions, but attempts to see what other Pokemon are in the hyperspace bits and getting not very far with it. I guess I could test if I'm able to, like, reset after Felipe, like, updates the map or some shit, but no idea how well that would work out. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna keep trying. At the rate we're going, I might have to start sorting Pokemon nicknames again in my spreadsheet of potential Pokemon, shiny Pokemon nicknames. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's just my I got nothing else to do technique. I guess I can jump into that. So yeah, I've been sorting them by a few different categories just to sort of help it make it easier to sort of figure out which Pokemon I would give these nicknames to, because I have like 1,600 potential nicknames written down from like various times where I came up with ideas and didn't use them. Yeah, so we have like category, so like, you know, animal, words, sounds. That's not shiny, right? I'm going crazy. Now it should be like red. It just looked like a funny color in the lighting. Type, etc. So for the next, I do have some shiny Pokemon I need to nickname. Few in Scarlet, and I'm gonna have like a shitload in this game at some point or another. So, okay, we got Bubblegum, which is a food. That'd be like a pink Pokemon, maybe purple. I don't think like personality would make a difference. Size or shape really wouldn't matter. I don't know if there's really a type I'd associate with Bubblegum outside of the color, so I think we'll just leave that info that way. So, I'm doing what I can here, you know? Now we're not even getting normal 3 stars anymore. We got Bubbly, which I guess I'll just count that as a word. I mean, like, blue's probably the best option if we're going for something there. Personality, shape, or size. I mean, I guess circular could make sense. Or, sorry, round. Type, I mean, I think water would really be the only one. Let's get this off. That's not shiny. I had to check because it's such a subtle shiny. I mean, unless something got changed, which is possible, given some of the tweaks. Yep. Okay, Bucko. Not really a name. I have funny sounds, I have quirky names. I don't even know what to call that. I don't think I got anything for this. Bud. Okay, that's I guess, well, do I call that a... I mean, I guess I could do names, but like, I guess like Bucko would be potentially like a nickname, so to speak, or like a, I don't know, you're talking to a kid, be like, Bucko... I'm gonna skip that. I should probably just take one of these, but if it's gonna be Pidgey, I want it to at least be a small area. Bud. I guess word is fine. Color. I mean, if it's gonna be anything, it's probably gonna be green, maybe. Like yellow, I don't know. Personality, shape and size, no. And then probably like a grass or a bug to... And that'd be about it. Buddy, I guess that'd be a word. I mean, baby, silly, playful. That's one of my categories that would make the most sense. Yeah. I don't think I'm getting anywhere else. Buggin'. Okay, I guess funny sounds. Bug. I want to see, like, dark type as in, like, they're bugging you, like, in a mischievous way, but that feels like a bit of a stretch. I don't know if it's better to, like, over-categorize or under-categorize stuff. Ah, yes, we got Buggy McBlue. That's a funny... Actually, that's more on the quirky name side. Color, blue. I mean, maybe green for some reason. Bug type. Yeah. Weep, B-U-I-P is a funny sound. I mean, initially I know that was probably like a Weasel potential nickname, but there's nothing about it that is inherently, I don't know, water type, for example, which is what my initial instinct was. I think it's just like a funny sound. Bulbous. Okay. Is bulbous? Feels like it's actually a word, but now I'm... Yeah, it is a word. Okay. I mean, bulb would probably be green, maybe like a yellow. Grass or bug, probably. I kind of have grass and bug things looking... They're like the exact same shade of green. Probably change that in my spreadsheet. Hang on. Let me do that real quick. Just to, have a little bit of a visual difference. Yeah, it looked a bit ugly. I might tweak that slightly still. I tried to make it like paler, but I made it too pale and now it just looks weird. Probably should just make green a little darker as well. That is too similar. Grass, just slightly. Yeah, I think if Porygon could be in 4 stars, we would have seen it by now. We've gone through quite a lot. Anyway. I'm gonna find a shiny in middle before I find an area that I'm happy with to shiny hunt Porygon. Bulby is gonna be the same thing, except that's more of a funny sound. But everything else is like the exact same. Grass, bug type. Bullshot. What the fuck does that mean? I guess that's quirky name because it's real words kind of mashed together awkwardly. That doesn't actually really mean anything. I mean, if anything, that's going to be under, like, the... No color, really, but I guess the aggressive likes battling. I mean, like, a normal type, because I'm just thinking of, like, Tauros, or, like, a fighting type, maybe. Probably one of those two. Bun Bun. Okay, that's funny sound. Definitely baby, silly, playful. I mean, more about a rabbit Pokemon. I know normal is like the only thing that feels them very fitting, because I feel like a lot of rabbit-esque Pokemon are normal type. I mean, Cinderace isn't, but you know. I don't know what I would name. It wasn't a bunny. Bund. Okay, funny sound. I think that's all I got there. Bundle. So that's a word. Not really anything I'd associate that with either. Bunno. That's funny sound. I mean, it's just probably would be a baby, silly, playful one if I had to pick one. And I'm going normal again for the same reason I did Bun Bun. Bunny O'Clock. Apparently I might need to make like very specific categories for like bunny Pokemon. I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. But I guess that's quirky names. Exact same thing. Bunny time, yep, same thing. Quirky name. Baby, silly, playful, normal. Burger, okay, that's a food. I mean, I guess like brown or tan, maybe. Shape or size? Maybe round, but I don't think there's really a type I'd associate it with. Berm. Okay, that was totally not a Burmy name. But if I try to back away from it clearly being like a crappy Burmy nickname, I don't know how else I'd categorize it. So it got funny sounds and that's it. Whew. Burning. Okay, well that's a word. That'd be like red or orange. Probably just be a fire type. Is there anything else that really makes sense? I mean, maybe a dragon type, because a lot of them breathe fire, so to speak. Okay, we got Burrow, but B-U-R-R-O, so I guess I go under funny sounds. I don't really think there. I mean, maybe brown because it sounds like burrowing, but like that's about it. Okay, burrowing is the next one, so brown. I guess I'll also throw like tan in there. I guess for both of these, actually, I'll put like ground and rock. Let's see. I want two. I want two things that well, one other thing besides Porygon that I need. Busan. Okay, that's a word, I guess. I mean, like a town more than anything, but actually, maybe I don't categorize that right now. It's a location. I don't think I have. Yeah, no, crap. I don't know what I'd associate with that. I got like nothing there. Bush. Okay, now that's something I can categorize, baby. Not a big one. Bush is a word. I would assume that's just more of a grass. Round would make the most sense. I can do grass or bug. Bussin'. Okay, if that's a funny sound, I don't think we're getting anywhere else with that, though. Butt pooper? What? I went a little closer there just to be safe with Leafeon because of this little shiny. Butt pooper? What do I do with my life? No, I mean, that would be a quirky name. And then brown. Maybe round. About it. Butter, like the food. I guess I'd associate that with like yellow, maybe. I can write down square or rectangle. I don't think there's a type that goes with. I mean, maybe normal. But I'm probably just thinking of like Miltank. Yeah, it's not really linked to a type, I don't think. Whack-a-whack. Okay, that's a funny sound, but that's all I'm getting out of that. Weepy. That's a funny sound, too. I mean, I could see that being like a little baby, silly, playful. Weepy! I don't think I got a type, though. Bwop. Okay, that's kind of the same boat of a funny sound and nothing else. Cabbage, that'd be a food. Me, I can identify that cabbage is a food. How smart I am. I mean, that'd just be green, round. I like grass or bug. Calcite. Okay, that's a rock. Stones, okay. I think that's more of a white, right? Like a light gray. I think it comes in some yellowish colors too, actually. I guess I'll mark it as white or yellow. Let's see, come on. Fuck you. Sorry, game, I didn't mean to be mean. Please forgive me. I guess rock or ground would probably be the most logical types for this, if we're going type-based. Calling. That's a word. I don't think I got anything else for that, though. Canary. Okay, that's an animal. I don't think canaries are limited to one, like, color. I can do a quick Google search and see if there's any, you know, like, super common colors or anything, but... I mean, maybe they're associated with one color. I could be wrong. Oh, no, they're actually very yellow. Okay. I mean, there might be a few different colors, but canary seems to be like... Or yellow seems to be the main one. And then that would just be like a flying type. Which, I mean, I don't know if I'd want to do it that way, but... Well, like the first time that's ever happened where I've gotten two of the same alpha in middle. I'm sure it's not, but I can't think of a time that's previously happened. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we got cape, which is a word, and I don't think we're getting anywhere else with that. I mean, long. Green. See how you would spell it? Okay, it is to lurch or swerve while in motion. The word. We're gonna have to subcategorize words, I think. Like, I think realistically that's the only way to make use of that category, as well as like the quirky names one. Especially words. I don't really associate that with anything though. Career. Okay, that's a word. Once again, no associations. Carnival, it's a word. Maybe like a normal type, but that's about it. Cashback. Oh wait, no, sorry, we have carrier first. Word. I mean, if anything, I guess a flying type feels kind of right. But that's really about it. Well, now the game's just being... Cashback as words that I would associate that with green. That's about it. Casper. Okay, that's a name. Human names. Okay. I would associate that with white just because Casper the Friendly Ghost. No shape or size, but like ghost type. Or maybe a normal type if we're looking at it as a... purely a name. Not shiny. Okay. Just triple checking. Ghost would be the first one. Normal would be the second because it's kind of a boring name. Castlevania. Okay, so video game miscellaneous. I mean, maybe Darker Ghost because of the whole like vampire thing. Like white or red, maybe. About it. I don't really know. Catching Z's. Go put that under the quirky names category. I mean, I think I intended this in like a somebody knocks somebody out sort of way. I think I hit it for Bear Tick, funny enough. I'd associate that with something aggressive that likes battling and probably, if anything, fighting type. Cavendish? That feels like a real word, but I don't know what the fuck that means off the top of my head. I mean, I'm getting a lot of different things, so I have no clue what the original intent was. That could be worth. Okay, let's try the reset method. Well, actually, wait. Is it what size? Is it normal or medium? Yeah, let's just keep going. Actually, I changed my mind. If it was small, I'd definitely check, but I'm getting a person. Okay, I don't know how to categorize. I'm gonna hold off on categorizing it. I don't really associate it with anything. Cedar. Okay, that's like tree-based, right? Is that type of tree? Oh wait. Yeah, it's a type of tree. Okay. So plants. Green and probably brown to some extent. And then I would say tall or big, and then probably grass, maybe bug. Oop, I put that in the Cavendish category. Okay, I have Celio and Helio. Like C-E-E and K-E-L-I-O. Helio's not an... I don't know how to categorize it. I'm just skipping that. Ceremony, that's a word. I don't know why I kind of associate like red or purple with it. Just for like the fanciness of it all, I guess, but that's probably about it. Sea-Rise? S-E-R-I-S-E. Oh, it's like a type of color? Oh. I know I did some nicknames where I was coming up with fancy color things. Did I have a category for colors? I didn't. Maybe I'll throw that in there for category. Because I could actually see that coming up more. Doesn't look shiny. Particularly soon. If it was, well, I'll never know. I mean, unless it keeps respawning. Okay, so Sea-Rise is like a vividish purplish red. I mean, I'm seeing it looks pink to... Oh, no, it's like a reddish pink. A lot of them getting cherries. Maybe that's... It looks like it's the way it's set in a different leg. It's a moderate red. I guess I'll put red and pink. We get like anywhere with this? Okay, so color red, pink. That's probably about it, though. Chainsaw, that's a word. I don't really associate... I feel like I should associate a color with chainsaws. Maybe gray. I would say aggressive likes battling is a pretty reasonable thing to categorize that into. And then Eel type would probably be... I can almost see fighting working, depending on the Pokemon. Chappy. Chappy. It is a word, but I don't think I'd use it like that. I think I'd be thinking of it as just a sound. And then I got nothing else on that one. Next I have char, which I'm assuming I associate that with, like, burning something. That's the way you would spell that, right? What? Maybe not? Yeah, okay, maybe not. Okay, well. I'm unaware then how I would spell that. But that is, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm putting it under funny sounds, and then we're kind of boned. I mean, I guess I'm still looking at it like it's red or orange or a fire type, but hey, we got Charles. That's just a human name. I don't fucking know what else to do with that. Cheater. Okay. The word. I mean, I guess maybe like dark type, or ghost type, or even like poison type could make sense to me. I think I have a category for like mischievous. That's medium anyway, so Porygon's there. I don't care. Let me see. What do I have for? I have cool, creepy / edgy / mischievous. Sure. Cheddar. Okay. Food. The color yellow. That's probably about it. I mean, a triangle shape. How many Pokemon are triangle shaped? There's like Snorunt. That's the only one that came to top of my head. The only one that came to mind. That was so close. Okay, well. Cheeky Chunky. Yeah, I guess that's a quirky name. I have tall and big. I don't have, like, fat or large, but... Okay, I think that's all I got there. Cheeky Zapper. That's, I guess, a quirky name. I mean, yellow for just kind of electricity. An electric type. I don't think there's much more I can do or even need to categorize for that. Cheerio. I like the food. I guess like a yellow or tan is kind of the association. And then circular. Got a cherry. That would also be a food. Associated with red. Probably also round. I don't really think there's a type. I think technically I could do grass or something, but I think like if I'm picking cherry, the Pokemon's gonna be red. Like, I think that's a pretty safe bet. If Cherry spelled Cherry, that's not gonna... Wait, sorry, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm looking at the word cherry again. Holy fuck. I saw Cheryl, and for some... Cherry is a name, but that's... Okay, anyway. Cheryl is a human name. I don't think we're getting anywhere. I guess I could also technically do gender for, like, male, female... Gender non-conforming. I don't know how many names I have for that. But I feel like most names that are not human names don't really care, so... I don't think I got anything else for Cheryl. Cheshire... Like, am I thinking of the cat? Am I thinking of England? What am I going for with that? I feel like I googled Cheshire the Cat and I'm getting nothing but AI image. Not nothing, but a lot of AI images, unfortunately. Oh wait, I have a thing that... There's a way to apparently hide him. Hang on. Does that change much? Some... I still think some of these are AI, though. Anyway. I don't know enough about Cheshire Cat. I don't even know how to fucking categorize that. I'm just gonna move on. Chief Geef. I guess that's a quirky name. What the fuck do I do with that? Nothing. Chili's like the restaurant. We have a restaurant thing. Associate that with red. I don't know where I was doing restaurant names. I must have had some Pokemon I was doing that for. Oh, I actually don't know when I did that. I was gonna say the pseudo-legendary 7 stars in Scarlet and Violet, like the unrivaled ones, but that was actually just burgers. Although maybe that came indirectly, I don't know. Nothing with personality or anything. I mean, I guess type would be grass or fire. Maybe bug, I don't know. Chime Chime, that is very specific. I guess that's a quirky name because it's consisting of... I mean, I guess that's more of a funny sound. But I guess I'll leave it under quirky names for now. It is like real word. I don't think I got anywhere else to go with that though. Chip Chip. Yeah, I got nothing else on that either, I don't think. Chippy. I guess I'm putting that under quirky names, even though I think it's a real word. Maybe. Excuse me. Actually, let me see. What comes up if I search that? Oh, the first thing I got was a woman prostitute. So, yeah, I think... It might not even let me use that name. I've never heard anyone say that, but then again, that's not really a thing anymore. At least where I live, that I know of. I mean, I'm thinking of it like the old fucking West, but that is very different. But I'm thinking of, like, saloons for some reason. I don't know. I don't have anything for that name, though. Anyway, Chirp Chirp and Chorp Chorp. Those are slightly different. I guess I'll put it under quirky. Because Chirp Chirp is a real word, but Chorp Chorp isn't. Yeah, I don't know. But it's clearly intended for, like, birds. They're just flying. Okay. Choco Chip. I guess I'll put that under food. Associate that with, like, brown. That's about it. Chocolate, same thing. Not really a type for it. Chompin'. I guess that's going under funny sounds. Maybe an aggressive Pokemon. More just relevant that they chew on stuff. Okay, that is definitely... Please have Porygon in the back pocket. This one's on 100% worth. Please, I beg. I doubt it, but I beg. If this thing is Porygon, my prayers will have been answered. And I'm curious about this whole autosave, well, talking to Felipe shtick, so. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Alpha Pidgey. Yumi. Whew. Gotta have some yawning. Otherwise it wouldn't be a Regnic 100 stream. Anyway, real quick, I'll put Chompin as like an aggressive, likes battling personality. Can't really assign a type very well. I mean, I guess if anything, a dragon type would probably make the most sense. Oh wait, let me... Okay, I should actually pay attention. Hang on. I'm changing the tab so I don't get distracted by anything. So does this autosave? Fire type. Fuck! Sorry, very aggressive. Okay, now I'm just curious. If I reset, is it always going to be a fire type one in that spot, or what? I kind of feel like it... I didn't see the autosave thing, but I feel like it's already set in place. I don't know why, that's just my hunch. I feel like I might have actually tried this. The more I think about it. Yeah, okay, it is always that. Oh, it's actually a battle zone. It's not a catch zone. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I thought it was a catch zone for some reason. I just assumed, I guess. Anyway, we're on to Chop Chop, which I guess quirky name, quote unquote. Aggressive likes battling makes sense. I think fighting type makes sense. Chop and block, the same thing. I am burning through these names. I'm at almost 250 categorized, except for the few that I skipped over, but maybe like 235. We got Choppy. I think that's a funny sound more than a quirky name, but aggressive likes battling and fighting type. Choppy Balls. Okay, that's a quirky name. I see aggressive likes battling. That's less fighting to me, though. Choppy McCut. Like, some of these are, like, describe Pokemon that have certain characteristics, I guess. Is sort of the weird thing. Aggressive likes battling, I guess, but that's about it. Chunky. Okay, it's just a... That's a quirky name. That's, yeah, I'm not really getting anywhere with that. Cipher. Let me triple check. I think I know what that means, but like... Oh, or not. Well, I was thinking of it in like terms of like cryptography, but it also, I guess, has other meanings. But I mean, that's the one that I went toward. I just didn't think of a good way to word that. That's a word, but I think that's all we're getting out of it. I mean, I could see mischievous, but I don't know if I put a type to it. Circle. Okay, well, that's a word, baby. Shape and size round. That's a pretty easy one to fill in. Not to brag or anything. Circumcision. Well, that's a word. Does it let me even use that word? I feel like I have no idea. I like aggressive likes battling for that, but that's about it. Citrine. I mean, it's not really it's like more of a color, right? Oh, it's a mineral? Or like a color, wait. Kind of both. Okay, when I Google Citrine, I get just the mineral, it looks like, so I'm gonna put that under stones. Like a yellowy orange. Oh wait, I should change color to colors. Okay. So yellow or orange. I think that's really the only determining factor. I mean, maybe a ground or a rock type. If I had to pick something. I don't even know if Porygon can appear in the mixed type areas, because I'd be down to consider that if we see one. Anyway, okay, I guess like ground and rock, or rock and ground. I probably should prioritize rock. But ground kind of makes sense to me. Clam. Okay, that's a word. That's about all I'm getting out of that. Clap, also a word. That's probably all I'm getting out of that. Clap back. I guess I'd put that under quirky names. I mean, clap back is probably a word. I have it as one word. I don't know. I don't know what I'd. I mean, maybe if I was picking anything, it'd be aggressive, likes battling. Classical, that's a word. No, I don't think I'm getting anywhere else with that. Classmate, word. Not getting anywhere else with that. Clay. The word. Is that? I would assume. What color? Like if I Google clay, like gray, right? Gray or brown, kind of. Oh, actually, tan would probably be better. That's like, yeah, I'm getting a couple things that are like, kinda. I mean, it looks like it kind of. I kind of mentally associated with gray, but it looks like brown might be slightly more accurate. Over, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do tan and gray. That's just kind of what I associate it with. Definitely more tan than gray, but. And then if anything, probably a rocker ground. Clear Mind. What the fuck? Who names these? Who came up with these nicknames? Don't ask me. I know, but anyway, Clear Mind. Quirky name, I guess? I guess I associate it with pink because I'm thinking of, like, brain. Maybe purple. And I'm thinking of probably have, like, psychic type, maybe fairy type. Leaf. Okay, well that's just a funny sound. I don't think I'm getting very far with that. Counts very close to queef, unfortunately. Which I don't believe it actually allows us to nickname things that. I think I tried once. Clobbenshire is a funny sound. I guess I associate, like, clobbering, like a fighting type. Maybe aggressive likes battling. That's all I'm getting, though. Clobber. Okay, well, that's just a word that I'd associate with aggressive and fighting. Clong. That just sounds wrong. Up all night clonging they girl. That's going under funny sounds, and I got nothing there. The next is kloof, which is the same boat. Kloopy. Okay, like, how do I categorize these? Club, clubby, and clubber. I mean, those are words. I don't have, like, a partying category for personality. Like... Oh, boy. I don't know what I do for that either. Flumbo, that's a funny sound with no anything to go with it. Clyde, Inky, Blinky, Inky. Okay, so that's video game misc. I mean, they have 4 different colors. I mean, I guess round would make sense, but I don't really... I mean, I guess ghost, because they're ghosts. But... like, that could really be anything. I do not have the online service, so I cannot trade. I'm sorry. What other names we got? Cold. Wow, that was clever me. I guess probably blue or white is the color. And the type would probably be ice, maybe like water. Lapse. Wood. I don't know what I would want to... Like, I feel like I should be able to categorize something with that better, but... I don't know what. Like, I almost think of, like, steel types for some reason. And maybe the aggressive likes battling, maybe fighting type, I don't really know. Hello, Bridget, how are you? Colossal, that would be a word. That'd be, categorize that as color big. That's probably all I'm getting out of that. I haven't set it up yet, the new camera. So I think I was saying probably it's gonna most likely be Monday. I get it set up. Sorry, yeah. No, this is just the normal one. You're like, wow, you look the exact same. I'm currently just trying to find a Porygon area that works. You're making a bill card spreadsheet. Ooh, you're trying to keep track of all the bills. Fun tech. Yes, yes. Are you trying to keep track so you can... Are you trying to get them all, or just like... So you're gonna... So I know what I'm not cool enough to own, gotcha. You could also keep track, technically, of what, like, you realistically could get, like, a reverse holo of versus, or only the regular. Because there's probably some that we don't have as reverse holos. You want to get both variations. Another plan? Ooh. I mean, yeah, the older the cards get, the harder it's going to be to get one that's affordable. But, hey, I'm sure some of them you can manage. Have to see what's going on with TCG Player. Wow, you're finally getting to a card spreadsheet like me. And how many of them are affordable in Japanese as well? I don't know what they'd even have in terms of English. Not English, like non-English, non-Japanese ones on like eBay. That's something I've looked up. I don't even know how you'd really go about looking that up. Yeah, I guess if you looked up Pokemon card bill, it would probably get you somewhere. On my end, I've just been categorizing potential Pokemon nicknames so I can do something with them. I don't know what or like, so it's easier to figure out how I want to use them. At comeuppance. It's going under words. I guess aggressive likes battling and probably fighting. Like, I don't know what else I'd categorize it with. Based off my current categorizations. Comfort. That'd be a word. I guess maybe silly playful would make the most sense. I mean, like a normal or fairy type would make a lot of sense in that category if I had to pick a type. Commando. Thinking about it like in terms of like being naked, right? Don't have a category for naked/sexual. Maybe I need to categorize that. I guess because of that I associate it, I mean, primarily with tan, just because I'm white. But that makes the most sense to me, I guess. I mean, maybe gray if I think of it more like military commando. That's about all I got, though. Commonplace. As a word, I don't know anything else. Communism. Okay, that I can associate with some stuff. Like red. Okay, that might be the end of that one. I know I'm not looking at the spreadsheet, but I can just assume. You send a pre. Okay, I'll take it 1 second here. So the color red. I think that's about it. Okay. Let's see. Alright, you're making yours look all fancy. Yeah, getting the English set and the Japanese set and the prices. I like. Good luck with that. And then, yeah, I mean, hey, at least it helps you to also figure out, too, yeah, what is actually feasible to obtain. I doubt Porygon there. Kinda want to check, but not really. I feel like it's not gonna be. Now, just keep going. Comprehensive, that's a word. I don't think we're getting anything else with that. Conjuring is a word, but I can actually associate that with stuff. I guess, I don't really know if colors the word, but I guess like black or white, I kind of associate black for darkness, like and white for like typical ghost, and then creepy, edgy, mysterious, I guess. And then like ghost or dark. I mean, hey, it's a word with some sort of something connotation I can work with. I take it. Connoisseur. I mean, that's a word, all right. I don't think I'm going past that. Constellation. That's a word. Ooh. I guess like black for the night sky and like yellow for stars, maybe. I don't know what I would associate. I mean, I guess maybe flying types could work. If I had to pick a type for that. Probably about it, though. Constitution words. Okay, I associate that with like tan and white for old paper. But that's probably about it. Contra, that's like a video game. I mean, like if I look up Contra, I like want to associate green with it. I guess, yeah, looking at some of it, his green stuff. Just looking at the little screenshots and stuff. I guess aggressive likes battling if I had to pick a personality, and that's probably about it. Cookie. That would be a food. I mean, I'd probably associate that with, like, brown or tan. Probably more of, like, a light brown. You're just not getting anywhere with this. To be fair, I've passed up on multiple of them, so... size or shape around. I mean, that's more likely to be baby, silly, playful. I don't think there's any types. Cookie dough is kind of the same boat, like the brown or tan. Baby, silly, playful, just not round. Cookie jar. I guess I'll just put that under food, even though it's not technically the food itself. I almost associate that with being clear. Because it'd be like, oh, a see-through cookie jar. But, like, I don't think I'm getting very far with that one. I guess round is probably the right call, kinda. I don't know, cookies and cream, food. That, I guess, is more like black and white. That does feel pretty baby. I don't think there's really a type I'd associate that with, though. That's a struggle out here today. Ah, yes, corridor, a real funny sound. That's all I got there. I mean, okay, weirdly enough, I get associated with red and aggressive. I don't know why. Corn dog, we're going back to food. I guess kind of the brown tan territory. Shape and size, I guess long, theoretically. Okay, we at least get normal 3 stars? Cornea. Like the eye? I don't want to be on images when I search that. Okay, yeah, structure of the eye. Words. I don't know what else to associate it with, to be honest. Corridor. I mean, words. I don't know why, I'm just assuming, like, gray. I'm just imagining a gray corridor. And then I guess long. Costume. The word. I mean, I guess creepy, edgy, mysterious would be the best spot for that. I mean, I just think of, like, ghost or dark because of, I don't know, Halloween. Cotton candy, that's food. I guess, like, pink and, I guess, blue? I don't know why blue exactly. I guess it's just the kind of candy color I would think of. I think that's all we're getting out of that. I mean, could be a baby name, but I could see a lot of things having that. Coup de grace. maybe I put that under quirky names. It'd probably be like aggressive, like a fighting type if I had to pick any categories. Like Frank. I don't know if I'm thinking more about the movie or the the object. Probably more the object. I guess I don't know, gray or brown maybe. Fuck if I know. Anyway, crash. That's a word. I guess aggressive would make the most sense for that. I associate, I guess, like steel, because you think of like car crashes or plane crashes. And maybe fighting, just for the kind of, I guess, the battle effect. Croc. C-R-A-W-K. That's definitely a funny sound. Oh, if we got anything else of that. Crazy Killer. Quirky name? I mean, if anything... Creepy, edgy, mysterious? Like Dark Ghost maybe fighting even? I don't know. Cream. I guess... Am I thinking that as like the color or the food? Or the cum? Maybe I'll leave that uncategorized for now. I mean, I guess I associate it with the color white in most senses. Maybe tan. That's about it, though. Creeb Crob. A funny sound. I don't know if I'm getting anything else. Like crescent? Not like croissant. Crescent. Yeah, like the moon. Okay. Word, I guess because of that. Black and white. I guess... Or maybe gray would be better than white, actually. Right, this rate, I'm gonna cave. I'm gonna find one and just take it, even if it's bad. I think, like... Psychic, Fairy, Dark, or Ghost, I could see. Crinkle. Okay, that's a word. About all we're getting out of that. Croaky, C-R-O-A-K-Y. Funny sound. That's all I got there. Crowbar is a funny sound, but nothing else. Cruncher. I guess I put that more in quirky name territory. I can see like aggressive likes battling, but it's kind of more about the action. Crunch time is kind of the same. Crunky? That sure is a sound, alright. Crying Baby. That'd be a quirky name, I guess. I mean, water for tears? What the fuck do I do with that? Crystal. Is that like... Am I thinking of that in terms of like... More of a... Yeah, I'm getting clear. I guess I'm getting different types of crystals. I guess what I'm thinking of, it's gonna be like white or gray. Put that under stones. I mean, I guess a rock type, maybe a ground type. Culmination, that is a word. Fuck if I know what to do with that. Cult, okay, that I can kind of categorize at least. I guess if anything, I'd associate it with the color black, just like from like the evil perspective. Creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost or dark. Cupcake! Food. I guess tan would be like the body, but then I don't know, I guess I'm thinking of like white frosting, I guess. Kind of a weird way to do that though. I guess I could also make a category for like quote unquote like rainbow or any color. Maybe I'll come back and consider that. That definitely feels like Baby Silly Playful. You can see shorter, smaller, round. Well, shorter, small. Okay. Otherwise, not much. Current words. I'm thinking of like electricity. I'm thinking yellow, but I'm also thinking like red for like wires. And then just electric type. First. Okay. I didn't have what I needed. I almost missed that entirely. I was like, I could do like a category for like scary related words or something, but then I was like, why would I need to do that? Because ghost and dark types and like the creepy category kind of cover that. Yeah, I guess I just think of black again, like the darkness, creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost and dark. Weirdly, I could see like psychic or fairy also working for this for some reason. I have to have some level of standards. Yeah, I'll put psychic and fairy in for the hell of it. Cut Buster. Now that's a quirky name. Maybe aggressive and likes battling. A lot of things around like cutting, which is... Yeah, we're gonna have to do some other category addition or something. Cutlass is like a sword. It's a weapon. I guess like just like gray, technically. I don't know why. Aggressive and likes battling. Can't really do anything else. Cut off. I guess I'll count that as a word. I got nothing there. Cut them up. That's funny sound. Cyannual? The fuck does that? Is that like a thing? It sounds like me just mixing Nathaniel and the word cyan together. Is this like a thing? The chemical compound? Oh, is this... Wait. Is this cyanide? No. No, sir. Okay. Including results for cyanide. That's what's going on. No, this is not... Okay. This is something I made up entirely. Gotcha. I was very fucking confused for a second. That's a funny sound. I guess I'm putting blue and green as the colors. That's about it. Okay. DACA. D-A-C-C-A. Funny sound. No associations. Dancer. Okay, that's a word. I mean, I kind of I guess I'm associating with pink and purple, but that's more like the ballerina kind of category. Well, I guess I can just lean toward it because I can always remove stuff too. Personality. I mean, I think that's like the silly, playful vibe. I guess like psychic or fairy comes to mind. Dangly. Would be a word. I don't know what else to do with that though. Ah yes, Dank Marino. I think I was almost named a Crobat this. Funny sounds do some heavy lifting in some of these names. They're the most interesting a lot of the time. Dazbug? Oh, that sounds like it's something, and oh, it's a god. Oh, it's okay. Gotcha. This is, I recognize all this now. Okay. Solar deity. Hang on, I gotta make sure I spell shit correctly. So I'm leaving myself a note on this one. Okay, deity is not. Wikipedia is begging for money. I'll just, yeah, solar deity. Flash God, I think. From Slavic mythology. Okay. From Slavic mythology. I guess that's going under like human. I don't know what to categorize that. Actually, I lied. I would assume like red and orange, kind of the fire stuff, and then just fire types. I can't get a Porygon spot I'm happy with. I'll go fire type. Dead Comedy. Ah, yes. That's a quirky name if I've ever heard one. And that's going under Creepy, Edgy, Mysterious. I could see that being like a darker ghost type. I guess, just for those reasons. Maybe like a poison type even. Okay, we have the name Deal. That's a word. I don't think I'm categorizing that anywhere. I've been at this for quite a while, and we are just not... I mean, I've seen Porygon, just not one that I'm happy with. Okay, so death would be a word. I guess probably black again as a color. Maybe white, more in like a ghost kind of sense. Creepy, edgy, mysterious. Darker ghost. Cool. Maybe even poison? Less poison, I think, but I can put it in there. Actually, I can kind of see purple also being associated with this for some reason. Probably because I'm thinking of poison types, but... Over white? Yeah, I think so. I don't know why. Okay. Declaration. That's a word. I don't think we're getting anywhere else with that. DD? That would be... I guess I'm counting that as a funny sound. This is for like a Dedenne, probably. I mean, DD definitely sounds like a small Pokemon. Deep Purple. Oh, I was thinking that's a band. I believe. I should probably triple check that. See, I themed some Pokemon nicknames for my girlfriend when I caught Shinies from like Scarlet and Violet events, and I themed them around band names. This is a band, right? Yeah. I mean, the color purple. That's about it. Defeatus. Funny sound. I guess aggressive likes battling. Maybe a fighting type. And we have Defender. Okay, I kind of want to check this. I don't want to like... Okay. I think I'm literally just gonna throw a shitty donut on, enter this, and leave. As a check. Anyway, Defender is going under words. Aggressive likes battling and fighting. Inside here? Okay. There's something that's just like pointless here. Maybe not pointless, but... Defense is a word. I guess aggressive likes battling and fighting type again. Forest. That would... I guess I'm putting that under plants. Green and brown. And like grass and bug, probably. Real quick, do I want to grab like a Pokeball or two? I fucking shouldn't even bother. Pretty soon. I mean, it's 11:35, so we got a little more time here, but not a ton. I mean, I'm like, I may as well grab a couple of these. Like, I'm already here. Probably not worth time or energy, but I'm doing it. Give me a few berries for the hell of it. Oh boy. Go to the roof and then we'll be dipping. I don't know if that's gonna be able to get that. It is. Cool. Okay, like 2 more Pokeballs. There's probably like a 3rd one I can't see. Not a Fennekin here. If I was trying to hitting Fennekin, this would be a good spot. I think there's 2 more. That was not what I was thinking. I mean, honestly, I guess we take the quick berries and shit. It doesn't hurt to have extra ever. I guess the HP candies are fun. Question mark. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Please be nice to me, game. I don't even think Porygon and DD can spawn together. I've yet to see it. Okay. I might take a quick BRB break to refill my drink. I'll do that while I'm actually. It shouldn't be that long. I'm just gonna refill my drink. Mm-hmm. Tiny bit snuck down the wrong pipe. Yeah. Ugh. Only it wasn't Lopunny and it was Porygon. Yeah, we got delivery, which would be a word. For some reason I associate that with flying types, probably because of like the delivery service in the Pokemon universe. Maybe normal type as well. Democracy, that's a word. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I guess I associate that with the blue for the Democratic Party, or the Democrat Party. I mean, Republicans are technically there. But I don't think they're like spiritually there, they're just sort of verbally there. Denny's, that'd be a restaurant. I don't fucking know I don't really associate anything with Denny's outside of like pancakes. Because I don't think I've ever actually been to a Denny's. I guess yellow and red based just purely on the logo. About it there. I had to Google the logo for reference because maybe I've been to a Denny's like once in my life, and it was when I was a kid. Depths. Okay, word. I mean, I'm associating that with like the ocean, the deep ocean, like blue, maybe even black. Like, you know, can't see because there's no sun down there. That would definitely just be like water. Being up dark also kind of makes sense to me. Destroyer or destructor? That'd be words. Aggressive likes battling. I mean, fighting probably. I'm just gonna assume it's not there. Oregon, that is. Okay, we have developed. That's a word. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something with the words category. I don't know how, but like it isn't that helpful to begin with. But like, why would I specifically be looking up the words category? I mean, unless I'm looking up a bunch of words with that start with the same letter or something. That's like the only thing I can think of. But it serves as a jumping off point for later, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I got nothing for develop. Dilemma. That's also words. I mean, I could kind of see that being something like creepy, edgy, mysterious. And being like a ghost or a dark type. Like if I had to pick something. Dill. I'm assuming like dill pick. Is that like? Would I count that as food? I guess. No, oh no, it's a plant. I mean, it's sort of food. But I guess it'd be more so the plant. Okay. I'm assuming that's why I have it there. So I'm going to put that under plants. Put it with green, because that's just all that I'm seeing for it. Put it grass types. Maybe bug types. Okay. Dip dip and dip dot. Well, that'd be funny sounds. That's about it. Discus. I'm assuming I'm talking about the muscle? Okay, well, I'm getting a type of fish. Which is not the result I was expecting. I keep getting almost good areas. Discus muscle? No, it's telling me what muscles are used when throwing a discus. Did I just like make this up? And it just happened to be a word kind of vibe. I know I didn't mean the fish. I mean, I could have meant like the discus throw. I'll be honest. I think I just threw this together as a funny sound and that's how I'm keeping it. I got nothing else for that. Okay, dispersal. That's definitely a word. Anyway, next, disregard word. I mean, I can see creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost dark kind of vibe. Or also like a normal one, Pokemon. Be like, oh, that's normal. We don't need to worry about that. Which feels a little demeaning, but anyway. Dissection. That'd be a word. I mean, I guess I associate it with blood, like, so for red. I guess aggressive likes battling. Divorce. Okay, that's a word. That's all I got there. Donabelle. Do I have that? The Resident Evil stuff, actually? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh, okay, that'd be under Donna. I probably just copy and paste that together, to be honest with you. Just because I think that makes more sense to me. Okay. Donut. That would be food! I mean, that can be associated with a lot of colors. I guess I put like brown tan for like the base of the donut. Because that's the most likely kind of vibe. And then round. That's about it. Doobie. I think I mean that as a funny sound and not like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Or like Dookie. Why does it feel like a thing for weed? Am I like crazy? Maybe I don't know. I think I'm just making that shit up. I don't know, I'm not a weed smoker. Dookie. Is that referring to shit? Like, what am I doing? Okay, well, I definitely don't think it's a studio album by Green Day. I don't think that was my... Yeah, I think I just mean this in terms of poop. As it's going under words. Brown. That's about it. We've been at this for a while now. And I mean, I guess I have intentionally not done multiple areas, but still. Doom! Okay, that's a word. I mean, it could also be the game. That is fair. I guess it's easier to... Okay, I'll just hold off on that. Doongles. Well, that's a funny sound, baby, but that's not gonna be anywhere else. Doop! Funny sound. I mean, the funny sound ones, most of them, like, I, like, can't even classify any of them, for better or for worse. Doopy, that is also a funny sound. Doorbell, that'd be a word. I also have objects. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure some shit out, I think. What do I do with doorbell? Probably nothing. I guess maybe round. Dorsey? Okay, wait. What is this? Is this a muscle as well? Okay, this is a muscle. Okay, I'm making a category for muscles. Because I can. Just trying to make sure I don't miss like a shiny spray. Okay, and then if anything, I think I'd just be associating that with a fighting type. Maybe something that likes battling. I think we've had a lot of things that associate with certain types. There's probably some types that I've had, like, no associations with. Doslaus? Is that something? Like, that's the funny thing, is sometimes I just don't know what the fuck... Okay, no. That's a funny sound. Double decker. I guess I'll put that under quirky names, but I got nothing there. Double dipper is probably quirky. Like, I don't have... Yeah, double header, double vision. I don't think any of these are getting categorized. I mean, double vision, I theoretically could categorize as, like, psychic or something, but... I mean, I'll put that for psychic, I guess. Douse. D-O-U-S-E. Yeah, I think I was thinking of it in terms of like lighting something on fire. That probably red and orange. Fire types. Okay. Dozy? D-O-Z-E-Y? Okay, well that's not how you would spell like half asleep, so I guess that's just a made up word. Unless I meant fall asleep. But I don't think I did, so. I think that's just a funny ass sound. Not getting anywhere. Dozuki, that better be it. That's a sound. Is that a sound or is that a real thing? Like, okay, there's some Oh, it's the saw. Okay, I need to put saw as a category because we have a bunch of those left over from when we were nicknaming the shiny Paradox Pokemon from Scarlet, I believe, is which one we use. Because I was like, is it just like sounds I threw together? I mean, I guess I associate it with like gray and like steel types if I had to pick something. Dazzle? Is that... Okay, I don't think I meant it as a... There is something that comes up, but I don't think I meant anything with it. I think that's a funny sound, and that means I'm getting nowhere with it. Oh boy, we're not getting anywhere today. Dragonfly. Okay, well, I don't think I guess I'll put that just under animal for now. Let's change to animals. That's right, I have a category for death that I don't think I've really been using at all. Well, you know, you don't know the categories until you start doing shit. So I'm probably just gonna have to rework a bunch of shit. Which is fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, animal, bug type, maybe flying type. I don't know about color or anything. Okay, dreadful. Words. Of course it's medium. I want to, if I'm going to take one, like it either needs to have 3 things, or like 2 other things that I need, or it needs to be small with 1 thing I need, I think, is what I'm going to have to, is my constraints at this point. The dreadful, I guess I'm associating that with like black as in like dark and evil, and then creepy, edgy, mysterious, or mischievous, and then dark and ghost. Drippy. I don't think I'd quite count that as a word. I mean, it is, but I think I mean it more as like a quirky name. Nah, I guess I'll put it under words, fuck it. Blue because of like water types. That's really all I got. Drone, okay. Words. I don't think I really associate it with colors that much. But probably like a flying or a steel type. Drone strike. I guess maybe I put that under... The words versus quirky name distinction is kind of blurred at times. I guess I'll put that under words. That's just gonna be the same thing, flying and steel. Droop. I'm pretty sure that's a word. Yeah, no, it is. Okay. To bend or hang down the word. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna anywhere with that. Drop bird. Okay, well, I think that would be a quirky name. And I think that's only getting, like, flying, to be honest. Ducky Wucky. Okay, well, that's a quirky name, alright. That would go under flying. Flying and maybe water to some extent. Duct tape. There's some category, I feel like, that led me here. The answer is what? Guess we're putting that under words. I guess I associate it with gray. That's about it. Dungles. Okay, well that's a funny sound, baby. No, attaching Dungly Bluff. Or Dungly Buff, sorry. I mean, I guess fighting types. They're buff. Maybe, I don't know. We got, okay, Duskin, Dusko, and Dusky. I'm gonna call those funny sounds. I guess black because of like night, or maybe even gray. Creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost, and dark. Like, I don't really. The ghost and dark are always just like kind of their own thing. Earthquake, that's a word. I guess brown because of the ground. And I think I just associate that with ground types. It's like, what else? Although it's kind of a boring name if I just give it to a ground type. Echo. I mean, this is like Echo the Dolphin. ECCO. I want to say I meant this is Echo the Dolphin. I'll put it in video games misc. I guess blue for just like water. And then water types. Eek with a capitalization. Well, that's going under quirky names. That'd probably be creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost, or dark. Maybe poison. Eggplant, that'd be a food. I'd associate that, I think, with purple. Right? I'm not like a huge eggplant person. I mean, I guess technically the inside when like cooked is yellow, kinda, but I think I'm just gonna stick to purple for this. I mean, I think round makes sense, and then I guess like grass or bug would theoretically make sense. Eggy. I guess it's quirky name, because it's not really a food. Like, what am I supposed to do with this, man? I guess round. Okay, L Chomper. Guess it's going under quirky names, but I got nothing else there. Elongate or elongation, that's a word. I have a shape and size for long, which I don't know how it's supposed to help me, but whatever. Elven. Like, do I mean that like an elf? Do I mean that like Elvis? What do I... Huh? I'm just gonna say that's a... I mean, it's technically a name, but I'm just going with funny sounds at this point. Emissary... Let me triple check the definition of that. An agent sent on a mission to represent or advance the interest of another. Pretty much the main thing. Close, man. Yeah, I don't really think I'm getting very far with that. Okay, emissary it is. Enchanting. Okay, that's a word. I feel like I associate that with like pinks and purples. As well as like fairy and psychic types. Maybe even dark or ghost to some extent. Wow, this whole day has just kind of, not the whole day, but this whole Porygon shtick has been like a huge dud. Okay, enchantment is basically the exact same stuff. I don't know why sometimes I put stuff next to each other and other times I don't. Engulf. Swallow up or overwhelm as if overflowing and enclosing. Oh crap. That one's... I think of that in terms of like darkness, but also in terms of like water. So I think I'm gonna put black and blue. I'm more likely to consider it creepy, edgy, or mysterious, I think. We're gonna put dark and ghost. And then I will put water as well. Enthrall. That's a word, alright. I don't know what else to do with that. Same with enthrallment. Entice, enticing, or enticement. Those are all words. I kind of associate still like the pinks and the purples because of the way I think I use the name. And I think it'd be like a psychic or a fairy type. Entrainment. What do I... Any of several processes in which a solid or liquid is put into motion by a fluid? Okay, now I don't know how I got to this word. Oh my... I'd love to end the stream today with a Porygon, but it's in 12. I think we got like 5-10 minutes before I'm ready to call it. Okay, I'm just putting that as a word, and I don't know where else to go with that. Entrap. That's definitely a word. I guess creepy, edgy, mysterious, ghost, dark, but I could also even see like psychic. Oh, no, normal. Okay. Envelop. Okay. I kind of associate like envelop in darkness, so ghost in dark. Erfurt? Is this like a German gun? Or a city? What did I... Is this just a German city? No, okay, no. Wait. German's weapon manufacturer. What the fuck did I mean by this? That's the hard part sometimes, is I'm like, what was my original intent with the name? Because sometimes I just don't know. I think it's meant to be like a German gun, basically. Because I had a whole thing on guns because of, they're like Clauncher and Kloitzer, I want to say. When I was naming shiny ones in Scarlet. I don't think I'd associate this with really anything else, though. Eruption, that would be a word. I associate that probably with red and orange. And then fire. Maybe rock to some extent, too. Essence. It's a word. I don't know why I associate that with like pink and purple as well. And like fairy and psychic types. I don't have like a great reason. But Evanescence, okay, that would be a band. We'll go under music. I kind of associate them with black as like the color, maybe. But like, yeah, they definitely they give like goth emo vibes. Maybe creepy, edgy, mischievous is like a, if I had to give it a category, or like a personality thing. I don't think I really associate any types with it though. Everest, the word I associate that. I mean the mountain. I guess like brown and blue. I guess something that's like tall and big. I mean, I guess ground, rock, or ice, probably. The blue's kind of because of, like, the ice. Just sort of where that came from. Evil. Okay, well, that would be a word, I guess. Like black and red. Creepy, edgy, mischievous. Ghost and dark. Executive. I mean, that's a word. No other things really go with that. Oh, whoops. I put that. I skipped entirely over everlasting, which would also be a word. I probably associate a lot of the same things with that now that I think about it. Because that gives like an ominous vibe. Maybe not the colors as much, but the ghost and the dark type. Maybe also psychic, or even like fairy to some extent. Like dragon? Maybe dragon. I don't know. Nah, fairy's probably more likely. Okay. Executive, that's a word. I ain't getting anywhere with that. Exit. I mean, I associate it with like the color red, but that's about it. Exorbitant. Yeah, we hit the 400 mark on these at least. I'll get the quick definition on that. Going beyond what is reasonable or customary, especially in cost or price. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I really got it. I mean, maybe in terms of money. I guess I could put like green or even like purple because of like the association with luxury. Green for money, but that's about it. Exorcism and exorcist are kind of the same vibe of words. I probably associate them with like darker, black or red, and then with like creepy, edgy, mischievous, and ghost and dark types. I guess exorcist wouldn't really be a ghost or dark type, but they deal with them, so yeah. Game is slowly eating me alive. Expand, that's a word. I mean, I almost think of it like space, but I don't think in a way that would help me here. Spell, I don't think we're getting very far with. Explode. I mean, kind of like the reds or oranges, like an explosion, but not like a certain type as much. Oh, and explosion as well. Eyeball, that'd be a word. I guess like kind of white, but not really. I don't know. Round, kind of types. Eyeline, that'd be a word. I mean, I associate that with black as like the color, and then maybe like pink or purple because of like the sort of these girly aspects of it. Maybe I'll do pink, I guess. And then I might do like psychic and fairy. Maybe dark types even. Yeah, we'll run with it. And with eyeliner. I think we just go with like the same group. Yep, Spellsprout didn't see me somehow. I thought I was gonna aggro. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more day changes and then I gotta call it for the night. Eyesight. Okay, words. I guess still kind of the white. For like the whites in your eyes and whatnot, but that's about it. Maybe round. Nah, not even round in that case. Fa, F-A. Is there like a... Is this a god? Or is this just like me throwing shit together? Okay, well, if it's not a sun god, I don't think... That wasn't the intent. Okay, I'm just gonna assume this is a sound, and I'm ending it. Fable. Okay, that'd be a word. In a weird way, I associate that with pink and purple as well, but I think it's because I'm thinking of it in terms of like psychic and fairy types. But I'll go with pink and purple and psychic and fairy. Maybe even I kind of lean a little in the dragon direction, just because old. I don't know. I can do that. Fact checked. Well, that's a quirky name if I've heard one. I can see that as being creepy, edgy, or mysterious. More in the edgy department, but Fa, that is a sound. Fairly, that's a word that I don't know how to classify. And fairy, that's a word I can classify with pink and purple. And I mean, obviously the fairy type and maybe like a psychic type could work for that. I think we'll stop there with nicknames. I'll do one more reset unless this has what I need. I'm willing to check, I think. I'm just gonna enter an exit. I'm not even gonna go for berries. There's this. Am I crazy? Oh. Oh, that's way out of the way, never mind. I'll just go for this one. I'm entering and exiting. Just burn a random 1-star we have. I can make those cheap as hell from just a couple random items I pick up off the ground. Yeah, so we hit 400 nicknames we've gone through, so we're like a fourth of the way through the spreadsheet. If this doesn't change anything, I'm just calling it for the night, mind you. Fantastic one. Okay. I'm like, I'm here. Not a lot of time on this one. Whatever. I'm not even gonna try to fight anything. Yeah, it's free. They have a funny noise. Oh boy, I'm immediately doing the thing I said I wouldn't do. I'm like, I can't just like not. I don't know. I'm bad at like not really wasting per se because I'm doing it for a reason, but like not getting active value out of something that I use. Even if, yeah, like it is so cheap to get another one of these like Calibra donuts, because I don't even have to use any fancy berries or anything. Like it's literally just like I could just use. I think I bought a bunch of the wrong berry at some point that are like not useful that much otherwise. I have like 400 of one berry that is able to cap out at like a 2-star if I use 8 of them. Like that's basically it. So, like I could use that and not like it's not an issue. And yet I still sort of feel the urge to try to get value out of it. And you thought catching Skarmory normally was annoying. Try catching it now. Cool. Okay, we can dip. Probably got at least most of them. I definitely got at least most of them. Probably got all of them. Hopefully got all of them. I don't know. Okay. Come on, just give me Porygon, please, in that one area, because that'd be crazy. It was like, what, a Dino and Trudel in a small area? It's probably not. But like, pleasey weezy, just for measies. Oh, boy. Where is it? Oh. I mean, that's kind of the expected result. I'll run through my door real quick, see if there's anything interesting. And then, yeah, we'll call it here. Tomorrow we'll keep looking. I think I'm gonna have to just get, like, progressively less and less picky. More for my own, like, sanity than anything. Kind of see how everything works out, though. hard these are to catch for some reason. Still Fable. The other two on the line are like super easy. I guess I can do a quick heal. Also, hang on. Okay, for now on candies, I guess. I'll try to remember to do it tomorrow. Well, I couldn't. Yeah, I'll just wait. I'll hold off. Worst case, we just cap on him. But, you know, it'd be what it be. Yui! Excuse me. Yeah. We're gonna wrap things up here, though, because it is, quite late. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll keep trying to do the shiny Porygon hunt. I mean, hopefully we at least end up in an area to start looking for Porygon if we don't catch any. But that'll be the really the only goal for next time. So, yeah, that'll wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching and goodbye.